Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Underking pre-production. Today we're going to be talking about a song called Demon, or for now anyway, and I'm going to take you through the track a little bit, and it's going to be a little bit different to last time, taking on a few suggestions from some comments from last video and some stuff that I've heard off other people, and let's get into it. So here you can see like how I normally set up my normal Studio One session, which is 4 guitars this time, but it's normally 3. Depends if I'm doing any guitar harmonies. A bass, some drums, and then whatever synths and orchestral instruments I've got going on. So in this one I've got 3 synths, because this is a synthy track rather than an orchestral bass track. So I have my rhythms set 100% left and right, which is a trick that Adam Buckley, who produced the albums The Mask and The Throne, taught me. Makes it sound as wide as possible for the demos, just so I can get a good feel of how it's going to sound in the final mix. And then my leads 1 and 2 are panned 50% each way, so I can get a bit of width that way, and then the drums and bass are down the middle. So, as I said before, this track's called Demon, and that's because when we went to see Rammstein at Milton Keynes Bowl last year, we went on a walk about halfway through the day, and we found this weird graffiti image. I'll try and put it in the video now. It was just really weird and kind of striking, so I thought, you know what, I'll write a song about this. And this is what kind of turned out. Okay, so now it's double tracked. That sounds a bit like this. Pretty cool. So I just thought I'd cut in here to tell you a bit about the stuff I'm using, which is for drums, which is all MIDI at the moment, MT Power Drum Kit 2, which is like this free software you can get online, which is good enough for demos. I quite like it. If you mess around with the velocities, you can get it sounding kind of realistic. But when I send it over to get produced either by Adam or Steve, as in the case with Dragon of the West, they change it to something else that sounds way better, way more realistic. And way punchier. For the bass at the moment, I'm using Gin Bass, which is a really nifty contact plugin. That's MIDI, but sounds really realistic if you're messing with the velocities and different playing techniques like sliding and bending. And then for my guitar amps, I'm using another free software, very nifty, which is called Emissary Ignite Amps, which is, you can get really solid tones if you're messing around with it for ages. And I've seen people use it in final mixes that sound really good. But I think when I send it to, again, Adam and Steve, I think they reamp it with something, you know, way more expensive and way nicer. So one thing I've kind of inherited from my favourite band, which is Ghost, is this kind of moving harmony, which is this lead that I've just recorded. So it starts kind of on the root, which is D for this song. It's all recorded in drop D, and then moves to the 5th about here. So it changes to A, and that sounds a bit like this. So it changes here. So I thought I'd just tell you a bit about the section I just recorded in the middle, which is like the kind of bridge solo bit in 6/8. And I think it's such a, I don't know, like a unique thing that I've done before. Like, I don't think there's any song that I've recorded like it. I think it's a really nice transition to a solo, so I'll show you that now. So this is the bit I'm on about, just after the main riff into the midsection with this synth and rhythms and the lead build up into the solo, which comes about here. And yeah, I just think it's really sick. So I'll give it a play. Like, I just really like that tremolo picking straight into that. It just gives it, like, in the chord progression underneath. It's just a nice build-up, I think. And then we've got the final bit of every good track, which I think is a big finale breakdown. So I'm going to track that now. So that's Demon, or at least Demon as it is for now. The only thing left to do is tidy up a few bits and bobs, sort a few things here and there, and then it's done, ready to send off to a producer once the rest of the tracks are done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to make it a bit more interesting than the last one. I realised that I needed to talk a lot more and to show you guys actually what I was doing. So I tried to do that with this video. Next week I'll be going over a track called Son of Dathomir, or at least that's the working title, but I think that's a pretty cool one, so that might stick. And Dragon of the West releases next Friday on the 18th of September, so I'm really looking forward for you all to hear that. Cheers for watching.
The call is